This place is really a field of prayers, millions of heartfelt prayers, to have so many aspirations for world peace. 10,000 people coming together in prayer and affirming that we all deeply wish for world peace is something very powerful.
This is the World Peace Ceremony, a 10-day event also known as the Nyingma Monlam Chenmo, which means Great Ceremony of the Ancient Ones. Each year, 10 to 20,000 monks, nuns, and lay people from throughout the Himalayan region gather here to pray together for all beings to find relief from suffering and to find joy and happiness in their lives.
This is the homeland, this is the motherland where the teachings took root.
This is the place where the Buddhism was born, where the great prince has came through such a struggle and defeated all the ignorance and showed the path to the people. The liberation is possible.
On this spot, more than 2 millennia ago, a former prince sat under a beautiful tree and vowed not to arise until full understanding dawned in him. 7 days later, he arose as the Buddha, the awakened one. His teachings have inspired seekers ever since to look to their own minds to find peace and understanding through compassion, loving kindness, and efforts to help others even more than oneself.
For us, for me, life isn't permanent. I don't know how long I will live. I'm just here talking to you just now. But in a moment I go away, in 5-10 minutes, I can be gone. You know, can't forget all life, sir. So when you leave, do something good.
This place is imbued with the positive intentions of the Buddha and of the many other great masters who've practiced here over the centuries. Tatang Tulku visited in the 1960s, shortly after the communist invasion of his country forced him to leave his homeland. He made a vow to help preserve his culture in exile and to help revitalize this sacred space. He founded the first prayer ceremony for world peace here 25 years ago, and yearly ceremonies ever since have followed.
The World Peace Ceremony started in 1989 with close to 500 Nyingma lamas and nuns.
From the first year, this annual gathering has also provided a unique opportunity to distribute texts to the participants.
They distributed some very small book, and the number also small, maybe 500 copies. The Rinpoche student are carrying in this suitcase.
Bring sometimes the books on the train and unload them at 3 o'clock in the morning. Since then, the ceremony has grown exponentially. And now they're shipped to Calcutta with something like over 25 huge trucks, 40-foot container trucks.
In recent years, several 100,000 books have been distributed here annually, reaching a total of 3.75 million over the last 25 years. Important philosophical and instructional texts in Tibetan are printed in the US, shipped to India, and given away free of charge. These books find their way back to the recipients' monasteries, towns, or villages, often carried for days or weeks by bus, train, truck, and on foot. They've helped to replenish libraries in over 3,300 institutions, ranging from large monastic colleges to remote mountain retreats.
Any country has some established something really specialty, but Tibetan we have specialty as a book.
Tibet's tradition contains the fruit of so many thousands of great scholars and contemplatives for the last 1,300 years. And that's what we're giving away, the fruit of Tibet's knowledge traditions.
We're first going to give them a bundle of bookmarks, and then we lead them through from boxes number 4 through 36. But really the whole thing we're trying to give here, which is the entire set of the kanjur.
Kanjur actually means all Buddha's teaching collected together. Ka means Buddha's teaching, Jur means translate.
The Kanjur's 100+ volumes include teachings on such subjects as psychology, philosophy, logic, ethics, and medicine.
Especially we wanted to have Kanjur.
7-8 villages together, one Kanjur.
Which is very old, which is coming from Tibet. That's why we want to take some books for our monastery. We are very happy because we cannot buy these because we are coming very poor villages and we are very thankful.
lobde chini lobjung chigo res lani ka nembu phebo res en keral so jaur muchegi sungi chashe di dumni pe chizonal pe shande chimbuj res amudosni.
Providing students with their own copies of texts allows for more intensive personal study. The establishment of increasing numbers of institutes of higher learning over the last 2 decades shows the remarkable effect this text distribution project has had on the education of the younger generation of Tibetans.
In Bhutan, the expansion of the institutions shelters are going very fast compared to before. The requirement of the books are also very important.
It falls on this younger generation to discover how to most effectively present the wisdom of this ancient tradition to meet the needs and demands of our modern world. To preserve it in a single generation is going to take a monumental effort.
Now they have the materials to practice, and so we're investing in their future.
It's extremely symbolic that we're offering these books that invite a practitioner to awaken at the very place where it all began. It's not just about the monks offering prayers for world peace, but it's also about the Sangha receiving all of the good intentions of volunteers and people in the West who want to keep this tradition alive.
Nothing could be compared to the experience that I had here in Bodh Gaya. Just witnessing all the books and then seeing monks coming and receiving those books with such zeal for the knowledge.
We all pray that these precious teachings get amplified in all directions.
You know, we live in a world where it's all take. How much can the world give us? And we make these books and we give them out for free. And we all get something in return in some way.